Hello everyone, Sharif Abu Zaid here with a new video, and today I want to give you a quick introduction about the elements feature of the Kadence theme. You can use the elements feature of Kadence for a variety of purposes. You can use it to design how does your blog posts look like. You can use it to design your sidebars. You can use it to insert certain content sections inside certain parts of your website. You can use it to add like notification bars. You can use it to add fixed parts inside your WordPress website. You can use the elements feature for millions of purposes. That's why I decided to dedicate this video to give you a quick introduction about how you can use the elements feature of the Kadence theme. But before I show you how you can use this feature, please note that the elements feature is a premium feature of Kadence theme. You cannot find the elements feature inside the free version of Kadence theme, so you need to buy the premium add-on of the Kadence theme. I'll be leaving down below my affiliate link if you decided to buy the premium add-on through my affiliate link to support this YouTube channel. So once you buy the premium add-on and add the premium plugin and activate your license, I need you to go to appearance and then click Kadence to activate the elements feature of the Kadence theme. And you can do this under the pro add-ons. Here you'll find an item called hooked elements. You need to activate the hooked elements feature to be able to use the elements feature of Kadence theme. Once you do this, I need you to refresh the page to have access to the elements screen. You'll find it here under appearance, Kadence, and then click elements. And this window will list all of the elements that we create during this video and all of the elements that you create for your WordPress website. Let me start by creating a first element. So let's click add new. And once you do this, you will be asked to choose what type of elements that you like to create. You like to create content section, fixed section, a template, or an HTML editor. Let me choose or start by choosing the content section here, and let's give this a name like CTA section. And let me just quickly add a pre-designed section inside this page or this elements using the Kadence blocks. So I'll just click design library here, which will give me a ton of pre-designed and pre-made templates, and I like to use this one. So let's click here to insert it, and let's give this a background image of a background color of this, and let's call this like sign up now or something like this. Like you can choose, you can just write any content here. And once you do this, now we have designed our CTA. Now the next step is that we need to choose three things. Where do we like to display this section, and for which users, and also if you like to set like a deadline for this CTA to be displayed. Let me show you here what I mean. So we need to go to the element settings icon here, and then we need to choose the placement, the display settings, and the user settings. We need to make sure that we are choosing these or setting these three options here. So for the placement, we can click here. We'll find here many places that you can insert this CTA. You can insert it after the comments, before the comments. You can use it, you can insert it after the first paragraph, the fourth paragraph, the third paragraph. You can use it after the inner title. I mean, you need to try all of this until you find the place that you like to insert this. For example, I like to add this just after the inner content, after all the content of my blog post. So I just click, I will choose the placement as the after inner content, and for the display settings, I'll click here and can choose which pages or which parts of my website I like to display this section. So we can just choose to place this across all of the entire website pages, just the front page, just the blog page, the search results, the 404, all singles, all single posts. I mean, you can choose very different placements here. I'll choose single posts. If you like to choose to display this CTA inside certain categories, you can click here and choose groups and choose which category that you like to display this CTA for. I just like to use the all, And I like to, for the user settings, I like to choose all the users and then click publish here. And let's go to our website and let's go to the blog page and let's open any of these blog articles here. And let's go down here and you'll find this is the CTA that I have already created. Of course, we can just, we can design this CTA to stand out. For example, if you go here and you know what, let's change the background image. Let's go to the block settings and let's change the background to be something like this, and let's make this like width center, or let's make this align center here. Let's make this yes, wide width, and let's click update, and let's go here and let's click refresh, and the design now looks better. Of course, we can make some tweaks to make this looks better. We can change the background of the button. We can make a lot of designs, but I'm not going through this during this video. Maybe I like to make this line width here, and let's click update. So now this should look like fine. And this is how you can use the content sections. Again, once you create a content section, you can just need to go to the elements settings. You need first to choose where do you like to place this, after which parts of your website, and then you need to choose the display settings. Where do you like to display the CTA at which inside which pages, and then you need to choose the user settings. And also you can even choose to display this maybe in the desktop devices only, and maybe the desktop and tablet. This can be handy. For example, if you like to have like a crowded CTA that has many elements like an image, a title, a button, a subtitle, but this doesn't look fine inside the mobile device, for example, you can just show this crowded CTA inside the desktop, but you can show the less crowded CTA inside the mobile devices only. And also you can even choose to expire how does this CTA displays. I mean, if you go here, we can just enable inspire. We can choose when do you like to this CTA to expire, so it doesn't display inside your blog posts. Maybe you are running a promotion for your online course and you like to insert this CTA maybe like after the 4th paragraph of all of your blog posts. Let me show you here. If we go here under the for the placement, if we go here under the 4th paragraph, and let's change the background image to be, let's just change it to be like this again. Let's click update, and let's call this sign up for the new course with 50% off, like this. And let's click update, and let's go to the blog pages and let's click refresh. You'll find here, it should display here. Let's go up here. Yes, this is where the promotion for your course has been displayed. Then you need to, if you are running this promotion for like 2 weeks, you can turn off, or you can set expiry date for this promotion or for this CTA to disappear. It doesn't show up for your new readers. This is the first type of elements that you can use. And the last thing that I like you to know about the content section is that if you go to the content, if we go to the elements display, you'll find this is the short code. You can take this short code and insert it, and insert this section or this content inside any parts of your website. Now, this is the first type of elements. Let me show you the next one. So let's go to elements and click add new. And let's choose the second one, which is the fixed section. And let's click here. And let's call this like order meal section. And this is a home cooking website. I have already designed this using one of the pre-made or starter templates of Kadence. But let's say this is a cooking website, or this is a restaurant website, and I like to add a CTA that asks people to order their meals with like a 50% off for the first time. We can do this easily by going to the elements and choosing a fixed element, and let's add a button here. So let's add a button here, and let's call this order your first meal with 50% off, for example. Okay, here we can just go here again for the placement. I like to display this just, you know what, here you find that the placement settings has changed. The placement settings will change according to the type of element that you are choosing. At the beginning we have chosen the content section. Then back then we had different types of placements, like above the title, below the title, below the content. But because now we are choosing a fixed section, now the placements has changed. We can just display this as fixed at the top or above the transparent header. You can just go through all of these. I like to use the fixed button here, and for the width I like to make this like 100%. Display settings, I like to display this across all of my website pages. User settings, I like to display this to all of the users, and then click publish, and let's see what shall happen. Let's click display, and when we scroll down you'll find this is how our CTA will look like. We can even design it to and you can go here, you can go to the buttons. We can just, you know, make this align to the left or align to the right. I like to align it to the right, and let's click update. We can even add let's add an icon here. So let's add an icon by going to the buttons and click icon settings, and let's choose an icon. I like to use this one, and let's click update, and let's go to the page again, and let's click refresh. And here this is our CTA for the order your first meal with 50% off, and displayed across all of our website pages. This is one of the use cases of the fixed section. Again, maybe there is another use case for this fixed section, which is you can just display a notification bar at the top of your website, maybe with something like for the Black Friday promotions. Let me show you how you can do this. So let's go here, and let's, you know, delete these buttons here, and let's add a row. Let's choose this one, and let's add a title. Let's add a text. Let's say enjoy our Black Friday offer, and then let's add a button. Let's add after, and let's add another button. Let's add a button here. Click here to take offer, for example, and let's go to the row layout. Actually, let's go to the section. Let's make this horizontal, and let's go to the style tab, the general. So let's go to the general gap. Let's make this pixel, and for the row layout, let's make all of this like in the middle, and let's add a background like this, and that's it. And for the placement, let's add this at the top, and let's for the expiry settings, let's make sure that this expires, like, let's say let's go to December. In the 15th of December, let's click update. Make sure that you are choosing the placement, display settings, user settings. If you miss any of the display settings or user settings, the elements feature will not be working. And let's make this in the middle, yes, and let's click update. And let's go to the page, and let's click refresh page. You'll find this is fixed at the top of the page. Of course, at the top of all of the pages. Of course, you need to design this to whatever you want, but I'm not going through the design process of the Kadence box or of all of these items. So this is how the fixed section works. You can just choose where do you like to display this fixed section. So So let's click update and let's go to all of our elements, and let's just turn off this order meal here, and let's turn off the CTA section as well, and let's add another one which is the more powerful feature of the Kadence theme. So let's click add new, and now let's choose the template element of Kadence, so the element type of the Kadence elements. So let's choose the template, and let's call this like posts template. So I like to design my templates to whatever I like. So we can just add a rollout here, and for the background of the rollout I like to make this like a featured image. So the background of the rollout will always be the featured image of my posts. And now for the settings tab, I like the structure to be something like, let's say 55%, 550 pixels. And I like the content to be aligned in the middle, and also I like to add an overlay like this, and let's increase the opacity, and let's say we need to add a content here. Choose the dynamic content, which means that you can choose to add here like certain titles of your page. Dynamic content is a way that you can, is a feature inside the Kadence theme elements that you can use to display the content dynamically inside certain parts. For example, I like the title of this, or the text inside this part to be my post titles. So I just choose this icon here, and for the content I like to display the post title here. Click add content here, add dynamic content. And I like the color of this to be, let's go to the style, the color of this to be white like this, and I like to make this line center H1, and I like to be XX large. Now this is the header of my post. Then for the content itself, I like to add a new rollout, like add after. I will add a rollout. I will make the content, let's make this 1200, and I like to make the background color of the section to be white, and make this white. And for the content inside this part, I like it to be the post content. So to add the post content inside this part, we need to click here. We need to add what's called dynamic HTML element of the Kadence theme, and let's choose displaying the post content here. Now this part will display the content of my post. So this is the content of my posts. I like to make the section width, or the content section, smaller, so let's make this like this. And for the content itself, for the section itself, I like to add a padding of 24, and for the style I like to add a border style. I just like to use the box shadow here, and I like for the rollout I like to give the margin. Let's go to the margin, let's click here, minus let's say 100, so I have this nice looking effect. And then for the click publish, and for the elements display settings, I like to place this, and you'll find here the placement also has changed. Now the content section placement has settings, the fixed placements also has different settings, and for the template I like to replace the post content altogether. Display, I like to use this template for all of my single posts. Users, I like to use this for all of the users, and then click update. And let's go to any of our, so this is the default template, or this is the template that comes with my theme. Now if we click refresh, here we'll find that the theme template has changed. Maybe we need to make this like full width. We can easily do this by going to the rollout, and here we call this like full width. click update, and let's click refresh. And this is now how our blog post template look like. Of course, we can make some tweaks to this. Maybe we can display the author name here. After this title, we can display the category. We can make we can change the design of our blog posts to whatever we want. Now let me show you the function of the last element. So let's go to the elements here. Let's go to all of our elements and see. So now we have 3 elements here. The last one is the HTML editor. This is where you can just write down some HTML code. Let's add HTML editor. And here you can just, if you are a developer, you can just add some HTML code here, and maybe you can use this to add the code of your Facebook ads or Facebook pixel, Google Analytics, Google Search Console. You can use the HTML editor to add a variety of codes and inject this code inside your any part of your WordPress website pages and posts. So this is how you can use the elements feature of Kadence Theme. Again, this is a premium feature. You need to have the premium add-on of Kadence Theme. I'll be leaving down below my affiliate link if you like to buy the premium add-on of Kadence using my affiliate link to support this YouTube channel. Hopefully you find this video helpful. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and please consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I create similar videos 3 times a week, every single week. Now, thank you so much and see you in the next video.